All right, we're back. We are back, and let's look at another one. All right. So let's say I had 8x cubed minus 1. That is a cube. That is a cube. Okay. Cube root of the first term. Cube root of the second term. Take the first term and square it. 2x times 2x. Opposite of this times this. That squared. Okay, there's your pattern. Now if you memorize this, I guess you can do it the same way. That's fine. Okay, I don't care how you do it. I just care that you get them correct. Okay? So let's say we had this one. 16u to the fifth minus 250 u squared. So we have to look to take out a GCF. Okay? So my GCF for 16 and 250 is 2. And then for u to the fifth and u squared is going to be u squared. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. U to the fifth divided by u squared is u cubed. Minus 250 divided by 2 is 125. And the u squareds cancel out. So the 2u squared stays. Cube root of my first term, 2u. Cube root of my second term, minus 5. Don't look at this anymore. Take that and square it. Opposite of this times this. That squared. Okay? All right, let me give you guys one to try. So let's say we had 64x cubed plus 1. So my advice to you is to, of course, you know what's coming. Pause the video. Okay, pause the video. And give it a shot. All right, so cube root of the first term, 4x. Cube root of the second term, 1. Whoops, I need that. Take the first term and square it. 16x squared. Opposite of this times this. Okay, so what's this times this? Well, that's going to be 4x, the opposite is minus 4x, and then the last one squared is plus 1. All right, so that's that. Next pattern. Factoring by grouping. Okay, factoring by grouping. So you're going to have something like this. X cubed minus 2x squared minus 9x plus 18. So this is kind of like the AC method, except we've got 4 terms. So we look for a GCF of these two. What would be my GCF of those two? My GCF would be x squared. Divide that by x squared, I get x. Divide that by x squared, I get minus 2. Now, for this to work, I need this to say x minus 2. So what do I have to take out for that to say x minus 2? Well, then my GCF from those two terms would be a negative 9. Okay, what do you see over here that you also see over here? X minus 2. What are you left with? X squared minus 9. That can be factored again. X minus 2, X plus 3, X minus 3. Okay? Let me give you one to try. Give it a shot, guys. Hit the pause. Hit the pause button. Give it a shot. See what you can do. All right, GCF for these two. GCF, x squared. And you're left with x minus 5. Now, I need this to say x minus 5. For that to say x minus 5, I've got to take out a GCF of negative 4. What do you see over here that you also see over here? Well, that'd be x minus 5. And what are you left with? X squared minus 4. That can be factored again. X minus 5, X minus 2, X plus 2. All right, let's try one more factoring by grouping. Give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. Pause the video. All right, so GCF of the first two, x squared. What are you left with? X minus 6. For these two, we want that to say x minus 6. What do you take out for a GCF? You take out a positive 2. So you're, look here, GCF is x minus 6. What are you left with? X squared plus 2. Now that you can't factor. That, ladies and gentlemen, is prime. Okay, that part of it. All right, let's say we have this. Different pattern. No GCF, right? No GCF. So, let's look. Is that a perfect square? Yes. Is that a perfect square? Yes. All right. Square root of 81x to the fourth is 9x squared. And the square root of 16 is 4. And then we put in opposite signs. This part of my problem is prime. This is not. I can factor that to 3x plus 2 and 3x minus 2. Okay? So now we're just getting fancy with this stuff, you know? You're just trying stuff and seeing what you can do, okay? This is minus 20x to the fourth. We're going to have different patterns. We're going to rely on stuff we've already learned, so hopefully you guys learned it the last time I told you it wasn't going away. Factoring is never going away, okay? Corona, hopefully. COVID, we hope. But this is never going away. So GCF, what can you take out of here? Well, you can take out a 4. And then it looks like we can take out an x squared. So if I take out a 4x squared, this is going to be left with x to the fourth minus 20 divided by 4 is 5 x squared. And then 24 divided by 4 is 6. And then the x squareds cancel, so I get this. Now I look and I say, okay, are there factors of 6 that add to 5? Well, yes, they are. Yes, there are. So x to the fourth, I have to figure out how I'm going to break that up. Is it x squared times x squared, or is it x cubed times x? The middle term there being squared tells me it's got to be x squared times x squared. Okay? So, x squared, x squared. This is positive, so my signs are the same. That's positive, that's negative, so they're both negative. Factors of 6 that add to 5, well, that's going to be 2 and 3. And that's all you can do. You can't factor that anymore. Okay? So these are the different types of factoring patterns that you're going to see in this section. Okay? It's going to rely on some things that are new, like factoring by grouping, or sum of two cubes, difference of two cubes, and some of the stuff that we already know. Okay? Doing some of the GCF factoring and other stuff like that. All right? Good luck.